Yo, welcome to episode 28 of Seraphic Blue. I grinded a little bit. I mean, not really. I just grinded like one level for Yangtze. And then I bought everyone some gear. I think the strategy here, like I said last episode, was to have these two really just, have Yangtze and Lansard be healers and Doris just be pure fucking damage. So with Yangtze, she's gonna use her healing spells. I should probably boost her mentality, but I'm debating to keep that agility on just in case I need the extra speed. Then again, Yangtze is already pretty fast. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the mentality boost. Do I have anything here that actually boosts mentality though? Oh well, shoot! I should have done this off screen. Now that I thought more about this. It's fine. I think we need the extra speed. Lansard has pretty much defense and agility buffs, spheres. Doris, as you can see, yeah, full on attack. We're just gonna spam icicles and that's it. Hopefully we finish the fight before the boss does something crazy. And I also stock up on some healing items and items to get rid of that annoying disease. So let's just get this started. Alright. We are more than ready to take you on. I guess we could do some good damage. I could have sworn Lansard had a personal skill that can buff him with like either what was the skills called? It was like quick and then I forgot what's the physical one called. Oh well, whatever. Let's just hit him with something with Earth. Get rid of that wind sphere. And then let's buff up. Quick or protect. If we put protect on Doris, we don't have to worry about her dying real quickly. But if we give her quick, that might actually speed things up. I think I'll give her quick first turn. Poison. Okay. That's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, and poison on top of that? That's pain. We're gonna have to get rid of that. I don't think I actually made AoE poison antidotes. Shit. I only made them for diseases. This might be a problem now. I don't want to use Mind Focus, dude. I fear that might actually kill Doris because she acts again. So I'm just gonna use icicles here, just to be on the safe side. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna heal all negative statuses on a single ally, though. That's such the pain. I do want to get rid of that poison. Let's get rid of it, dude. Damn it! I should have came here with a little bit more prepared. Fuck. I completely forgot the enemy can inflict poison. I thought they just inflict disease. Okay, now we can do Mind Focus. There we go. Now we can see how much fucking damage this does. 6,000, almost 7. Ooh, nice. Alright, we should probably heal up. That's actually very fucking important, so let's do that. 500. Unfortunately, it's not as good as a heal as Yangtze can possibly do, because I think she can do it like 1,000. Yeah, that actually sucks. Heal rain. Or Oh wow, that's actually pretty bad. I think it's the other one that required like, what was it? Like win? Wow, we barely lived. Alright, nice. Even though we're going to fucking die. Very nice. We're still surviving. Barely. I think no! I didn't mean to actually hit that. Great, I wasted a turn. This is definitely a failed run. Shit. How much does the Great Kill heal for? Actually heals higher. Abuse. Alright, that's not too bad. Okay. How much health you guys do you have? We're almost there. We just throw up an item, I guess. And then with you, I really feel like defense buffs would help, but I don't know. Nah, let's just continue healing. Maybe getting rid of that wind sphere was a mistake. Let's throw another item. There we go. And he got rid of his poison. That's great. Alright, good. You survived, but we definitely need to heal you. Or at least get rid of that poison. Let's get rid of that poison. I think that's a little bit more important. Right. What is it? Antidote. Alright, good. And then we can start healing. It's actually like single target this heal. For a greater effect. There we go. And then we could probably throw in another item. As long as we don't get stat. Oh, God damn it. Oh, come on. Oh, that's the worst. Shoot. 25%. But actually, let's go ahead and throw a... That's tempting, but I don't want to use it. Where is it? Fully restore. No. 25. No. Come on, you're telling me I don't have like a fucking recovery item that heals him for like 50%? Oh well, that's fine. Hopefully poison disease doesn't fuck us over. Item? Damn, you're gonna die either way, aren't you? I don't want to use that though. Fuck it. I believe. Alright, this is new. Or no, it's not new. God damn it, dead again. Diseased. Ugh. Yeah, we didn't fucking do this. We didn't make it in time. Balls. We're just now healing to keep ourselves alive. We're not really doing anything else. Alright, you got rid of disease. That's good. But we're dead again. Alright, cool. Can you actually start targeting somebody else now? got an idea here. You either buff Doris real quick to make her actually start acting again, or we can just continue trying to heal. Let's just heal her. We really do need her. And then we can throw another bottle, maybe. Alright, that's good, we fucking survived! Nice! Alright. This real strategy now is buff. Something to buff up. Alright, good. And then you can get your focus back. And then we can actually start doing damage again. Nice. Plan start, we're going to throw a great bottle of healing. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And then you're going to actually heal yourself. You know what? I'm gonna cast protection on Doris. Oh, that sucks. Come on, you have to be close. You're so close. You're so fucking close. Actually, I think she'll just die. Yeah, I think we got this. Oh. Oh! We probably don't got this. We're out of TBE? Are you serious? No, dude, this is not gonna do any fucking damage for us. Ah, balls. This is bad. Can we use Clania? I don't want to waste a Clania. How am I low in Clania, dude? Damn it. I'm gonna have to rely on these guys to actually fucking fight now. Even though it's not very optimal. Oh, there's that 50%. I only got one, though. It's very limited. Maybe a resurrect? Oh, you're already alive. Heal? No. Single healing. Alright, let's just hope that you don't fuck us over that hard. Good. Alright. We just need to survive. We did it. Yes, we fucking did it. I don't care. We did it. Die. Oh, dude, won't that suck if he has, like, a final desperation attack? That'd suck dick, dude. Oh, that did no damage. How much health you got? 3,000? How much damage you did last time? We might be fucked. Ah, we might be fucked. Ah, he does have the fucking annoying ass desperation attack. Well, at least one of us, well, two of us survived. That's nice. Well, I wasn't expecting that to actually win. Phew, we managed to defeat it somehow. Was I of help? Yes, you helped out a lot. You sure are extremely skilled despite your appearance. I could go as far to say that you have a natural talent. The title of Magus Superior certainly isn't a lie. But anyway, Doris, how did you end up here? I don't see why you would be walking alone deep in these mountains. Big sister. I came to see Big Sister. By Big Sister, do you mean me? No, another Big Sister. And you came looking for someone deep in these mountains. What's that Big Sister's name? Vene. Big Sister Vene. Interesting. Is she in these mountains? No. Big Sister said she would be going to the ground. The ground? This makes no sense. What are you planning to do? I can't possibly leave her alone. For now, I'll bring her to my home. What about you? I'll go with you. I'm worried about this child. Why, you're kinder than you look. She's just a little girl after all. I used to have trouble with compassion and the like. It was something I had neglected. I see. Well, I don't mind you coming with us. But since you're volunteered to be a part of this, I hope you can really be useful, helpful. Sure, I got nothing to do anyway. But where do we start? Well, Doris Batch reads Frezite's Magic Academy, right? We could try asking that school for information on her. Well, do you know that school? No. You? Me neither. But the name Frezite could perhaps be associated with the famous Benedictia Frezite. The school could have been built in her memory. Or the memory of her. Well, never mind that now. We'll talk this over in detail when we get back. Come, let's go, Doris. Where are we going? We're going to my home. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting to win that fight. What's wrong? You look troubled. The girl. There's something off about her. I have a feeling she's different from us. Well, she's certainly strange. No, that's not it. It's an unearthly feeling, one that goes beyond just her personality. The girl's spirit is at odds with the world. It's fundamentally different from ours. Could she truly be the source of this strange feeling? The legend of the three-streak peak, the celestial maiden. You're kidding. If you're so bothered by that, just ask her directly. Although, on second thought, maybe it's better you do not. Having to ask her for every single detail would be really exhausting. After all, she's probably... Yes, I know. That girl probably has mental retardation. While one might say that she has a childish nature, that doesn't really explain the great difficulty she has in speaking. Yay, big sister. My, do you look extremely happy. Do you remember something good? I have two big sisters now. Big sister Vene and big sister Yangtze. That is why I'm happy. That's entirely without guile. You had better treat her with great care. Yeah, if possible, I would certainly like to bring her back to the person she calls Vene. Say, Doris. Yes? Are you able to tell me the full name of Big Sister Vene? I'm sure it'll be easier to find her if you do. Okay. Big Sister's full name. Ah, yes. Big Sister's full name is Vene Anshbash. I will never say that correctly, will I? She is my very close friend. Doris, I wonder if you are doing well. When Shatterall and Lena last checked on you last half a year ago, it seems you're still in the academy, but they could not obtain any information with regard to whether there was protection for your privacy in your daily life. It would be good if nothing bad happened to you. Something on your mind? A little. If there's something I can do, please tell me. Are you able to extract a personal record of a student from Frezite's Magic Academy? Personal record? Someone I know studies there. Because of the incident 2 years ago, I disappeared without getting to say goodbye to her. If possible, I would like to know how she is doing now. Whether she has friends, or wherever she is still being bullied. So she has problems of her own. Yes, I was her pillar of support. Right. I can now see why you're worried. Don't you know this about the system? The Academy's counseling program currently approves of students to be buddies with each other. I'm afraid your request is not possible. The Academy has, through security policy, and never reveals the personal records of students to the public. As a general rule, requests for disclosure of personal level information are not allowed. And while it is true that I can exercise my power as queen to extract a student's personal record, there has to be a valid reason for that. I'm sorry. You do not have to apologize. I should be the one to say sorry for making an unreasonable request. Alright, there is something else I wanted to ask you. What is it? You do know of that incident 5 years ago, don't you? Yes. I read about it in the document on FESC. Because I thought... So you haven't told Edwin and the rest yet. I do not want to. Please, don't tell anyone about that. Of course. There is something only you should tell to the others someday. If not, it will be meaningless. Thank you. Then I should head to the meeting room first. People are beings, so it is the instrument of the world's salvation. I pray for her to be able to grasp the meaning of kindness and warmth one day. She, as a person, represents many, after all. Of course, I too shall become that kind of person. I will not avert my eyes from the destiny which she follows. If possible, I would like her to experience her destiny through body and soul. I see that you are here, Miss Minerva. Ah, yes, Hassan. Before I forget, I have to ask you something. I have something to ask you. God damn it, auto text. It is regarding Kane, God damn it. One of the members here. What about him? His name? I have a feeling I've heard it, before somewhere. How about you? No, I do not recall hearing it before. I see. Could you perhaps have instead remembered a first or last name similar to his from our government records? I have heard this happens to people sometimes when they remember too many things. You may be right. Sorry for asking a strange question. Come, let's head for the meeting. It must be regarding our objective here, isn't it? Yes. We really should have to thank Daisy for allowing us to be here to hold talks. So 26 year come. I can't even fucking pronounce that name. My bad. Murderer warning. It's almost time for the meeting. Better head to the meeting room now or I'll be late. I wonder if they get rid of my items. Or get rid of their items. Probably not. Where are these new items I suddenly have? Oh, what's this? Illusionary vision. I don't remember having this. Pretty funny stuff. Alright. Save here. I always want to open this, dude. It just looks like you can open it. God damn it. I just wouldn't line up. Off to the meeting room. I don't think you were here before. The meeting... God damn it. The meeting's gonna start soon. You better get in now or you'll be late. Okay, already read it. Now then, I called everyone here to talk about the CMGC. As you all know, our current relationship with the CMGC is at its worst. However, we currently also face the threat of Ende, who has began making dangerous developments in secrecy alongside George. Because of that, the OHG and the CMGC cannot afford to be at loggerheads now. Having said that, Queen Minerva. Just Minerva will do. Is that so? Then I shall address you by that without reserve. As I was saying, Minerva earlier contacted her advisor, Miss Daisy, to talk about their plan. Did anything come out of that conversation, though? Yes. The plan is to establish a rapport between us and the government. Huh? I'm sure most of you know about Darden, right? It's a town located south of here. It is where Moribund Hope, Moribund? Yeah, Moribund Hope. A cliff and an infamous suicide site is situated. Interesting. I think we read about that back over at Chaos. The town is officially known as Darden, Town of Life and Death. Darden is home to a well-known scholar by the name of Enoch. He is a medicine specialist, and he's also the very person who, with regard to the DLG law, prepares God damn it, I can never pronounce that shit. Drugs for Lucifers to consume. That means, yes. This is about the 6-year commissioner, or whatever. A serial killer who is currently a cause for public concern. He has, after all, committed successive murderers of people who are closely linked to the DLG law. And this time, he has issued a warning that he will come for Enoch. God damn it. Come to think of it, I don't think Lake knows anything about this matter. You're right. I'll have to tell him about it later. There's no need to. I already heard it from Minerva. What? Is that so? Well, I guess that's for the best. Let's get back on topic. So now that the warning has been received, it's natural that the government has to assign bodyguards to protect Enoch. That's where the aforementioned place to establish a report comes in. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say report, right? In order to secure the government's cooperation, we will formally dispatch members of the OHG to serve as bodyguards at Enoch residence. So basically, the OHG is looking to effect a peaceful compromise with the government. Yeah, pretty much. Gaining the government's trust requires action, not words. The best way to show our willingness to cooperate is through the actions of our personnel. And they'll just let us do this? They won't simply take our men captive? Everything will be fine. Daisy has issued a strict mandate enforcing cooperation with this plan. Anyone who recklessly tries to interfere in this plan will be treated as if they have disobeyed Daisy directly. And this mandate is in no way a deliberate move by the faction of coexistence. And so 3 of our members will be dispatched to Enoch residence. They are Lake, Kane, and Foxy. Now, even though Minerva said everything will be fine, I still want to take precautions just in case. As Vena and I will be recognizable as Seraphic Blue, neither of us will be heading to Enoch's residence, nor will Minerva and Hassan. That leaves just the 3 of you capable of going there. Something doesn't seem right at all. Why is Foxy a part of this? Or rather, why is she even here in the first place? She officially joined us yesterday. Since I took the trouble to come all the way here from Chaos, I figured I should just follow my feet for a little while. Or for a while longer. Besides, I'm glad to have formed a group of companions who I can trust, who I can truly be... Whoa, can't read right now. Formed a group of companions who I can truly be myself with. Don't worry, Lake. I won't tell anyone about that thing we talked about. Okay. Anyway, why are you sending me to Enoch's residence? Are you forgetting that I'm part of Seraphic Blue? It's fine. Unlike Vena and me, nobody there will recognize you as Seraphic Blue, so they'll only see you as a normal member of the OHG. Right, got it. Kana and Foxy, you're both good to go too, right? Yeah. Well, as a noteworthy suicide site, Moribund Hope has quite the reputation of chaos. You should be able to check it out while I'm on the job. That's pretty cool how I actually read that one signpost back over when we were at Chaos. The responsibilities will only be given to you once you reach Enroch's residence, so try not to make any assumptions. In all likelihood, though, you'll just be going to be standing guard in the corner of the residence. And so on that note, this meeting is now dismissed. The three of you, get yourselves prepared before proceeding to the airship dock. You'll be heading to Darden via the Roanoke. Awesome, we got a fucking airship. So in the end, you decided to turn to Minerva for answers. I find it strange myself. I was surprised to hear that you saying that you have already heard about the 6-year minute whatever from me. In fact, I never told you anything. Why wouldn't you ask Edwin? It's too frustrating to talk to. And Vinny? I would feel bad bothering her with it. Well, like, it appears that you have matured a little. Shut up. In any case, that's how it is. Now, what will you tell me about the 6-year murderer? I suppose I don't have a choice. The 6-year is a serial killer who is currently a major threat to Frezite. His first appeared 6 years ago. He first appeared 6 years ago, and since then he has killed 11 people in succession. In addition, for some reason or another, those victims are all deeply related to the creation of the DLG law. DLG law? Isn't that the law regarding the dumping of lucifers to the ground? Yes, it is. While no one knows the identity of this serial killer, he has always left behind a sort of note indicating that his next target after every murder. And these notes all end with the name 6-year commentator, whatever. It would appear as if he is trying to win the world's attention. What does that name even mean? Auto text, I didn't get to read it, fuck. So Enoch is his target this time. But why are all of his targets related to the DLG law? Well, the truth is, the DLG law is presently the root of evil in Frezite and is responsible for the rise of Gaia cancers due to its mismanagement of lucifers. Now listen carefully. What you are about to hear will not be from Queen Minerva. Whoa. It'll be from Minerva as an individual. What is that supposed to mean? Right. Have you ever thought about how parents would feel if their own children were to turn into lucifers? No, not really. At present, the DLG law is a focal point for the hatred of its affected families. A focal point? You mean there are parents who have lashed out at the DLG law as a result of their children turning into lucifers? Well, I suppose a few might. But the problem is a little more specific than that. It has to do with some of the finer details of the law, such as how it handles lucifers. In the beginning, the disposal of lucifers were only loosely enforced. However, it became much stricter after a certain incident occurred. Remember when I told you that Serahumans, infants are born in Frezite Garden via artificial maturation? Well, as of today, about 50% of the infants born in the Frezite Garden has been diagnosed with DSHIS. That means the remaining 50% might have been diagnosed with DSHIS only after beginning a new life with their parents. If those 50% were to turn into lucifers, they would attack the public without discrimination, and disaster would ensue. Therefore, if it is necessary for those infected with DSHIS to be isolated within exclusive quarantine centers. So they're locked up in rubber rooms or something? Don't be ridiculous. Am I wrong? Aren't quarantine centers the kind of places that consist of white wall prison cells? My, do you have a wild imagination? I'm a little worried about your future. The quarantine centers operate virtually the same way as hospitals do. They serve as a base to provide medical care and relief for those infected with DSHIS. Caring for patients and relieving their sufferings are quarantine centers' top priority. Highly qualified nurses are also hired to look after the DSHIS infected children. So those children are treated with great care. Of course. Like I said, the quarantine centers serve as a hub for medical care and relief for DSHIS sufferers. Their goal is to provide those sufferers with palliative end-of-life care. All they can do is to try to give them the best quality of life for as long as possible until the very end, even if the patient is bound to be dumped to the ground. Alright, enough about the quarantine centers. Let's get back on topic. Didn't you say the DLG law became stricter somehow? Well, yes. Originally, DSHIS diagnoses were made by medical institutions that operate independently from the government. However, that changed after an incident that stemmed from dishonesty occurred in the town of Wigtown. This incident involved a DSHIS sufferer who was the son of a doctor in charge of the local medical examinations. Though it was clear that the boy had to be isolated in the quarantine center, the doctor and his wife were reluctant to let that happen. Instead, the doctor fabricated his son's medical examination results and reported him to be healthy. As a result, the boy mutated into an extremely powerful Lucifer. This led to a disaster in which 24 people, including the boy's parents, were killed, and 67 others were injured. It has been 44 years since the Wingtown disaster occurred. 44 years. This incident exposed the flaws and dangers of the DLG law system at that time. I need to check the timeline for that 44 years. So the law was adjusted and became stricter. A stricter system was implemented. That said, I believe the most critical part of this conversation is what comes next. Okay, a big info dump. All citizens of Frezite must undergo DSHIS checkups once every half a year. Checkups are conducted nationwide, but the Internal Affairs Office special examiners. At least three technical officials are also assigned to each district to oversee the checkup, as well as the authentication checkups results. That fabrication of results must be prevented at all costs. Citizens who are diagnosed with DSHIS will be visited by the local authorities, which after they will be taken into custody and sent to quarantine centers. Another form of resistance shall be deemed as an offense of obstructing the authorities and the execution of their duty. That's pretty stringent, alright. Many others share your view. Going back to what I said in the beginning, it is due to this new system that the DLG law has now become the root of evil in Frezite. Those diagnosed with DSHIS, who are mainly children, are sent to quarantine centers regardless of the wishes of their families. And the only one who are lucky enough to recover completely from DSHIS and not succumb to Lucifer mutation symptoms get to return home. However, that only makes up 30%. The remaining 70% mutate into Lucifers and are either or dumped into the ground. The emotional damage to bereaved families caused by the DLH law is unfathomable. First of all, the parents are split from their children, and then there's the continuous anxiety the parents have over wherever their child will return home alive. And last but not least, there is the cold reality that sets in when most of those children never return home again. As a result, a non-government association known as the DLG Law Bereavement Support Group was formed 48 years ago and has been around since then. This association is where bereaved families gave encouragement to one another and discover ways for them to move on in life. It may also be trying to solicit the government to revise the current DLG law. So, how does that relate to the 6-year whatever? He's a criminal who's out to kill the key figures related to the DLG law. That means he has hatred against the law. In other words, there's a likelihood that he's a member of the DLG law Bereavement Support Group. God damn it, mispronouncing so much shit today, dude. Logically speaking, that certainly is possible. Well, that sounds like a bit of a conclusion to jump to. It sure is. After all, the DLG Law Support Group has garnered public sympathy with regard to the problems caused by the DLG law. As the current situation stands, the association is seen as the good side, while the government is seen as the evil side. If it's ever known to the public that the government suspects the DLG Law Support Group of serial murderers, there'll no doubt be a storm of protest against the government, and it's no different from the Queen. But you see, like, the one telling you all this is Minerva as an individual, not Queen Minerva. In other words, she just said is simply in a personal opinion. Get it? I guess it must be tough being a queen. You always have to be careful with every single remark that you make. Speaking out against the DLG support group in public, even if it's the logical thing to do, is likely to result in unrest. Public opinion sure is dumb sometimes. Can't be helped. Public opinion isn't personal opinion. While personal opinion is derived from logical reasoning, public opinion stems from emotional reasoning and is very difficult to deal with. Yup. Well, at least that's what Daisy taught me. If I may speak, the one we should truly be looking out for is not the DLG Law Support Group. It is the Chaos Salvation Association. Chaos Salvation Association. Now that's new to me. In this society, there are greatly pessimistic people who view everything as a form of despair. These people led harsh lives and look forward to chaos, which is the end of the world as mentioned in Gaia theory, as their own salvation. And this belief in finding peace through Gaia's destruction has become known as Chaos Salvation ideology. So you're saying the Chaos Salvation Association is pretty much a bunch of cultists following the ideology. Yes, in fact, the Chaos Salvation Association is a nihilistic splinter group of the DLG Law Support Group. Although the Chaos Salvation Association is not active at present, the government believes their ideology to be dangerous. I need water so bad, dude. A cult that hungers for the end of the world, huh? Well, even Chaos has people like those in cultists. I know of a few who've said that they and their loved ones are awaiting the end of the world. Shortly afterwards, they vanish completely. I guess they must have joined the Chaos Salvation Association. So, as mentioned earlier, it would appear that the 6-year murderer is deliberately trying to win the world's attention. First of all, he goes by the mysterious name, which most probably holds a hidden meaning. Then there's the fact that he always leaves a note behind a note indicating his next target after every assassination. Based on all that, I can only think that he is bold actions which span far and wide across Phasite are a means of attempting to appeal to the masses. In fact, several people even call this murderer a messenger of justice who stands opposed to the evils of the DLG law. This murderer does not commit murder simply out of morbid spite. He does so out of defiance, performing like a for a grand audience. Considering his nature, it is highly suspect that he will be a member of Chaos Salvation Association. Can officials' investigations be carried out on the association then? I'm afraid not. The Chaos Salvation Association is, after all, a splinter group of the DLG Law Support Group. That means members of the Chaos Salvation Associations are victims of the DLG Law as well. So if the government were to go ahead with the investigations on the Chaos Salvation Association, alright, the government would be bombarded with public protests. I guess it's going to be a total pain in the neck finding that murderer. So with that, I pretty much covered everything, even though it took quite a while. Any questions? No, I'm good. Sorry for bothering you. Next time, direct your questions to Edwin or Vene. I shall turn you away if you come here again. Dude. Don't you have a response to what I just said? Yeah, well, I'll try to do as you say. Oh yes, there's something I have to tell you before you go. What is it? I hope you won't let the hypocritical reception you might get at Enroch's residence goad you into losing your temper. Seeing that Ende and George has now began their move, this is not the time for the OHG and the CMGC to be feuding with each other. And most importantly, the mission at Enroch's residence is something Daisy took time off her busy schedule to set up. I'll be furious if Daisy's efforts go in vain. If Miss Minerva becomes furious, so do I. I'll try not to let you down. No, wait, I promise not to. Alright, wow, that is really interesting scenario. You look nervous. Relax. It's probably just guard duty. So long as you don't doze off while on duty, everything will be just fine. Who says I'm nervous? Man, you're a goddamn nag. Is that so? Just shut up, okay? I gotta get going. See you soon. Yeah, later. Alright. Vene. Did anything significant happen during the time when you lost, or you had a memory lost? Why do you ask? Well, I'm a bit worried. No, there's nothing really. I see. Alright. Pretty cool, I guess. Where are we, though? Darden. Town of life and death. What do you gotta say? For a long time until now, I have been able to tell whether or not a visitor is here is seeking death or just by looking at him or her. But well, this keen insight of mine is not something to be happy about for an old man like me. Alright, I think I'm gonna save right after I finish talking. Be it from fame or infamy, tourist here is booming. Because of that, this scenic walkway that you see here has been built to accommodate large crowds. However, this town does get occasional tour groups that have decided to commit suicide. How I wish we could spare their visits. Even though most of them come at night and stay out of the public eye, their death marches are still unsettling to us townspeople. But well, there's nothing we can do about them. It's pretty dark. Alright, I'm gonna save it here. See you guys in the next episode.